All right. What's up, YouTube? We are going to do BMAS number 6 today. And the topic of today is jellyfish. So, we're going to learn about jellyfish. Let me just jump right into it. First of all, why are they called that? Jellyfish are not really fish because a fish's anatomy is centered around its backbone, whereas the jellyfish is a dome-shaped invertebrate. Therefore, you know what this thing reminds me of? Like uh, this Samus game, those little things, like the actual thing that's called Metroid. Yeah, this thing. This is why jellyfish always creep me out. Okay. Um. So yeah, jellyfish are not really fish because a fish's anatomy is centered around its backbone, whereas the jellyfish is a dome-shaped invertebrate. Okay. Therefore, it's more accurate to refer to them simply as jellies. The term jellies, the term jellies or sea jellies is more recent, having been introduced by public aquaria in an effort to avoid use of the word fish with its modern connotation of an animal with a backbone. Though shellfish, cuttlefish, starfish are not vertebrates either. Their name comes from the approximate 1,200 tentacles that make up their mane. What the heck? These things give me the creeps. All right. Let's go over here. Scyphozoa. Scyphozoa? Is that how you say that? A group of invertebrate animals composed of about 200 described species, or of the class Cubozoa. The term is also frequently applied to certain other cynarians that have a medusoid, saucer-shaped body form. Mm, For example, the hydromedusae um, and the siphonophores, uh, Portuguese man of war, unrelated, such comb jellies, saps are referred to as jellyfish. Okay, all right. I mean, it says they can be divided into two types: those that are free swimming and those that are sessile. Animals that are attached to seaweed. The sessile pond-like forms constitute the order Staromedusae. That sounds really cool. Staromedusae. Free swimming. Uh, we're gonna go with scyphozoans. That's what we're gonna say. Free swimming scyphozone jellyfish occur in all oceans and include the familiar disc-shaped animals that are often found drifting along the shoreline. Most live for only a few weeks, but some are known to survive a year or longer. I heard that they're immortal. Scyphozoan medusae consist of almost 99% consists of almost 99% water as a result of the composition of jelly that forms the bulk in nearly all species. Most feed on copepods, copepods, fish fish larvae, and other small animals that they catch in their tentacles, which have stinging cells. Sucks. That's where the SpongeBob thing comes from. Most, however, simply suspend feed, extracting minute animals and algae from the water. Like all cnidarians, their bodies are made up of two cellular layers, the ectoderm and the endoderm, between which lies the gelatinous mesoglia. Mesoglia? Okay. In jellyfish, the transparent mesoglia layer is quite thick. Hmm. Life cycle consists of three stages: a sessile polypop stage, asexually buds off young medusae from the upper end, with each such ephria growing into an adult. The adults are either male or female, but in some species they change sex as they age. Okay, that's weird. In many species, normal fusion of egg and sperm results in an embryo that is brooded in the gut of the adult until it becomes a ciliated planula larvae. But in some, this development takes place in the sea. After the larvae leaves its parent, it lives for a time in the plankton and eventually attaches to a rock or a solid surface where it grows into a new. These words are killing me. Scyphistoma. Such a life cycle characterizes the order of Semaiostomae, which contains some 50 species of mainly coastal water jellyfish, several of which have a very wide geographic ranges. Including among these are members of the genera Aurelia and the Chrysora and the big red jellyfish, Tuberonia grunrojo. Hmm. Is this a jellyfish? You know what this looks like? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's literally what that is. It's like the same exact thing, except it just looks like somebody like it looks like somebody took like a jelly donut and just like if you told me that was an animal, I'd be like, oh my gosh. All right, let's see. We're gonna go jellyfish facts. Jellyfish are among the coolest sea creatures. Even though they have a fairly simple body structure, they've got lots of unique characteristics. Do you know that jellies are 95%? Yep, I just learned that. It's actually 99% water. They have no blood, brains, or heart. What they do have is a lots of venom. Okay, this thing sucks. Long tentacles trailing from the jellyfish body can inject a person with venom. They also use their created poison to capture their victims and sense their environment. The intensity of jellyfish stings varies greatly. Most of the time, they cause acute pain and irritated red lines on the skin. Some jellyfish stings can result in systemic illness. Jellyfish stings can be life threatening in some situations. Thanks. They're among the oldest species in the world, and they are still alive today. They're also quite diverse. Contains over 10,000 species, comprise majority. Uh, okay, they're gonna hit me with quick facts. know all of this stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to get into this other thing. Why are they bioluminescent? Um, so they're venomous and they like this is a weird animal. Um, you know what bioluminescence is? Bioluminescence in jellyfishes is used by them for self-defense purposes, attract and lure their prey, camouflage to confuse their predators, and also as a way to release their excessive chemical energy in the form of light and heat. Hmm. In the water, when touched by predators, they start to suddenly glow, thus fearing them and letting them move away. With their light, they also mimic those of small planktons, thus confusing their predator. Bioluminescence is the phenomenon of the emission of bright glowing light from the body from biological organisms due to various chemical metabolic reactions happening inside the cells. This type of property is very popular amongst marine organisms. Interesting. Bioluminescence is a cold light, meaning that less than 20% of the light generates thermal radiation or heat. Oxidation The oxidation reaction is widely seen during the process of emission of bioluminescence, biological light. Ugh. Bioluminescence generally involves a light emitting molecule, luciferin, and an enzyme, luciferase, respectively. I wonder what that was named after. Bioluminescence occurs only when the enzyme luciferase catalyzes the oxidation of the luciferin molecule. Okay, okay. In some species, the luciferase requires other molecules like calcium or magnesium ions, and sometimes also the energy carrying molecule adenosine triphosphate to cause bioluminescence. Okay. What causes jellyfish to glow? Not all jellyfishes glow. It has been estimated that only 50% of total jellyfish species are bioluminescent. Some of these remain in deep, darker parts of the ocean water zone. Jellyfishes are bioluminescent and they produce light by a chemical reaction happening within their bodies. Their body contains the light, contains luciferase, along with other essential cofactors. The oxygen in the body of the jellyfish plays a key role here. The molecule luciferin acts as a substrate, whereas the luciferase acts as an enzyme. In biochemistry, the substrate is the molecule upon which an enzyme acts. Therefore, the enzyme luciferase accelerates the chemical reactions involving luciferin. Okay, so it's oxidation that causes it. Luciferase reacts with oxygen in the presence of enzyme luciferase. Luciferase reacts with oxygen in the presence of enzyme luciferase, okay, causing an oxidation chemical reaction. This results in the formation of oxyluciferin, which is a byproduct along with light from the body of the jellyfish. Hmm. In some hydrozoan jellyfish species, like the Aquiora victoria, uses photoprotein aquarin as a enzyme instead of luciferase. Aquarin by itself generates blue light. Protein needs calcium ions as cofactors, as these are only the calcium activated photoproteins. Not really explaining. Hmm. Can't see any pictures because I got my ad blocker on. Um. Okay. Says in some cases, Aquaria victoria also produces a bit of green light. It's because some of the blue light released by aquarin in contact with calcium ions is absorbed by a green fluorescent protein, which in turn releases green light in a process called resonant energy transfer. One of the prominent uses of bioluminescence in jellyfish is for self defense purposes. Okay, you already said that. You said that. Okay, to attract prey. Say some of them glow bright red. That's really interesting. Okay. So the next question is, why do they say that they're immortal? Okay. It says the Turritopsis dorni is a small jellyfish that can be found from the I almost said specific ocean, from the Pacific Ocean to the Mediterranean to the Caribbean. It belongs to the anemon and coral family. Many species in this group have cellular regeneration abilities that humans envy, but the T. dorni surpasses them all. Under normal conditions, its life cycle is divided into four parts. The union of the male and the female gametes produces a larva or planula. Uh, It then attaches to the seabed as a polyp, similar to a anemone. Anemone. The polyps then release ephria or ephra, or young jellyfish in the phase prior to sexual maturity. They become jellyfish and reproduce sexually, then start over. But if they are stressed by environmental threat, the jellyfish revert after reproducing. They can return to previous phases, becoming polyps on the ocean floor again. Wait a minute. Fight in four parts. Huh, that's really weird. So they, I'm guessing they have male and female in them. So then they produce larvae, and then they stick to the ground, and then they start pumping out. They like turn into a jellyfish factory, and then after that, they turn into a jellyfish themselves, and then I guess they regrow the male and female parts. That's a really weird. That's a really weird process. It says, as scientists know, jellyfish can repeat the process indefinitely. Thus, they are said to be biologically immortal. They can be eaten by a predator or fall into the hands of a swimmer, but they do not die of old age. Okay, so that doesn't make them immortal. That just makes them ageless. Hmm. Hmm. It says the power lies in the activation of genes related to the state of pluripotency cells. From the start, the animal has a higher number of copies of genes involved in cell replication and DNA repair. This duplication means that the first jellyfish has more efficient cellular mechanisms than the second. Yeah, I don't get that. Okay, let's go back to Britannica. Or let's see if I can see more facts here. It says some jellyfish are edible. Several types of jellyfish are fit for food consumption, and can be used as ingredients in making different dishes. Jellyfish are processed into a dry product. Moreover, salad noodles. Ugh. Sushi, jellyfish sushi. Some jellyfish species also prey on jellies. Aside from them, sea anemones and sea flowering plants also eat jellyfish that deviate from their range. Other predators of jellyfish are sharks, sea turtles, penguins, tuna, and swordfish. Foxes and mammals also eat jellyfish that are washed on the beach. Jellyfish has just one opening for and eating and pooping. Jellyfish use their tentacles to capture prey and transport food to their mouths. Their mouths are in the center of their bell-like body. It is just a small opening they use their mouths to eat food and release waste. And if they can't get any weirder, they squirt to propel themselves. A sea jelly's lifespan depends on different factors. First is their type. Some jellyfish have a lifespan of 12 to 18 months. Others live only for about 3 months to a year. Some have a life period of 3 to 6 months. They produce sexually. Medusa is the adult stage of jellyfish. Medusa or adult jellyfish reproduce sexually by spawning eggs and sperm cells that are deposited into the water. Female and male jellies release their egg and sperm cells through their mouths. The egg fertilization commonly happens in the water. However, in other species, sperm get into the mouth of the female jellyfish. Ugh. Um, okay, this is what they were talking about. So it can like clone itself. So it can. So this is a really strange animal. Um, urine does not cure jellyfish sting. I actually knew that. That's really funny. Um, you just got people getting pissed on for no reason. Um, like who was the first person to do that? Like, oh, dude, if I piss on you, bro, that's actually funny. Even without eyes, jellies can sense their environment. Um, Jellyfish has a simple body structure. Most species don't have eyes, but they can detect light and sense the environment through the nerve net attached at the end of their tentacles. Okay, that's weird. Box jellyfish have 24 eyes. It says their eyes are bundled into four groups located at each corner of their bell-like body. Two, two of the eye types can form images, while the other two are to perform simple tasks like responding to light and avoiding obstacles. Okay, send jellyfish to space. Not sure why they did that. Majority of all types of jellyfish can produce bioluminescence or the creation or discharge of light. The bioluminescent organs make them glow in the dark. Yeah, that's cool. Jellyfish can shut down nuclear power plants. Um, Nuclear power plants have been dealing with the jellyfish problem for what? For quite some. All right, let me get back into this and close that. Okay. So yeah, jellyfish can shut down nuclear power plants. Nuclear power plants have been dealing with the jellyfish problem for quite some time. This is because nuclear power plants use water from the ocean. Jellyfish clog the nuclear power plant's cooling intakes. When cooling water stops flowing, turbines will not work properly, which will cause. You don't have water filters, which will cause power plants reductions or shutdowns. How are they getting through the water filters? Dead jellyfish can still sting. Dude, that sucks. Um, Even if they are long dead, the venom in their tentacles is still prevalent and can cause harm. Their tentacles will continue to release poison until they are removed. Jellyfish have a high nutritional content. Some types of jellyfish are safe to eat. In addition, each type has different amounts of nutritional content. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But who's out here eating jelly? You're eating jellyfish? They're like 99% water. How can they have a high nutritional content? They have low calories. Yeah, because they're 99% water. Good sort. They're not a good source of protein. I promise you, they're not. Good source of protein, antioxidants, and other important minerals. Calcium, magnesium, phosphorus. Can you actually buy that though? Like dried jellyfish? Oh, they do have it on eBay. What the? Wait, these aren't jellyfish though. Oh, that one is. Oh, that first one was. Okay. Um, Stygiomedusa is a rarely seen jellyfish. Is a giant jellyfish and frequently seen. It's only been spotted 118 times in 100 years. Let's see what this looks like. Why are they called medusas? Whoa, that thing looks crazy. Whoa. Dude, if I looked underwater and I saw that, like, yeah, that's crazy. Nidarius Rex? What was I gonna look? Yeah, why are jellyfish called Medusa? Their appearance is similar to the evil Medusa in Greek mythology. What? Wasn't she like the snake lady? Bro, get out of here. Jellyfish are called Medusa because their appearance is similar to evil Medusa in Greek mythology. Evil Medusa was a woman who once offended the goddess Athena, changed her hair into snakes, made her face so hideous that it turned people into stone. Jellyfish use sting prey, release venom. Oh, okay. Because it's like snake bites. I get it. Hmm. Okay. Uh, what else? What else? What else? I did that one. Did that one. Let me get through the rest of these facts. Jellyfish can adjust to environmental changes, have the ability to adjust to stress, climate change, water pollution, warming seas. It can adapt to low oxygen levels. Hmm. It wiped out a salmon farm in North Ireland. In 2007, a smack of jellyfish called mauve stinger, purple, stri- purple striped jellyfish, attacked a Northern Ireland salmon farm. These jellies destroyed about 1 million pounds worth of stock, cover the area for 10 square miles, suffocating an average of 100,000 fish. Jeez. Jellyfish kill more humans than sharks. Wow. Okay. Jellyfish kill more people than sharks do. They cause 40 deaths a year because they're highly poisonous. Okay, yeah. Sharks just don't. They always say that. They say, "Oh, cardboard boxes kill more people than sharks." It's like sharks just don't kill that many people. Like 40 people a year is nothing. It says researchers from Sydney, Australia, discovered anti-venom for box jellyfish. They confirmed that the anti-venom could stop necrosis, pain, and skin scarring. Um, However, they need further studies if the antidote will stop heart attacks. That one jellyfish looks really cool. That like the other one. Jellyfish can release their sting faster than a sports car and a bullet. It only takes 700 nanoseconds for a jellyfish to shoot its sting and hit its target. Um, okay. In the film 7 Pounds, the main character killed himself with a box jellyfish sting. I didn't know that. Oh, it was venom from a. Okay. Wait, a real life person or in the film? Okay, so in the film, I guess. Okay, so that's all the facts. All right. Um, I guess we're done then. Let's see. What else does Britannica have? How is this a jellyfish? Hmm. Okay, I think that'll do.